I wish good things to you who's watching this. I am Alexey, and we're about to start a match I'm most looking forward to. Yep, and it's already starting. I'm gonna explain everything to our new viewers just after I join this game. Alright, Board Game Arena is a bit glitchy, just the usual stuff. So, this is a streamer's match, as you might have seen before if you're earlier viewed this channel. I'm playing against JulianoApostata from Carcassonne, Spain, and he's a well-known Spanish streamer. If anything, I think he has the most interesting Spanish-speaking Carcassonne content on the web at the moment, both with live commentary and special shows about Carcassonne. So he has a show called Meeple Wars, which you may have seen if you speak Spanish, where he invites Carcassonne personalities and plays with them and discusses Carcassonne things. So I've been on that show. I'm not sure if it's still available because he doesn't stream on YouTube, he streams on Twitch. And one of the features on Twitch, which I don't particularly like, is that the videos are not permanent, whereas, you know, on YouTube, you get to see everything forever. Alrighty. Oh, Juliana's also in the chat. Well, I hope you're not in the chat right now. Yeah, if I did it right, then the video is with a slight delay. Oh yeah, and the idea is, of course, we are both commenting on our moves. Wait. Yeah, just wishing each other good luck at the start. Actually, this is already first decision of the game, so I'll explain this move in a second. It's sort of straightforward. I'm starting a new city, right? And I'm turning it in such a way that makes it a bit harder to attack. If my opponent wants to put something over here to attack my city, he would be forced to add 1 point to my monastery. So then it wouldn't quite work. What else? Yeah. And then after this game, if you speak Spanish, you can go on Twitch and see Juliano's comments on this game. That's why we're playing with a relatively slow time control of 22 minutes per game. We're playing a best of 5, so the first player to reach 3 victories wins the game, and we're doing international rules. So among other things, this means that in case of a tie, the first player, the starting player, loses the game. Just to make sure there aren't any major disagreements about that, because in my previous streamers matches I had 2 draws, and one of them I won and one of them I lost. So draws do happen in Carcassonne. This move actually may have been... So here's the thing about monasteries. You want to place 2 monasteries near each other, yes. But in this case, it actually doesn't really benefit me that much, because so they share 1 square, and I'll be the one who will be forced to put something over here. And then when I do so, I will give myself 2 points, and my opponent will give himself... But I will also give red 1 point as well. Now, so this is why ideally you want to place your monasteries not on not on squares diagonally across, which almost has no benefits. Even though they look like they're near each other, it's only you get only 1 shared square. But the reason why I wanted to do this is that there was no better spot, because like had I placed it over here, then you see red starts attacking my city, I think quite wisely, sort of not attacking but kind of ruining it. And then this square would have been super sensitive. And at least here, I get to control this red meeple, and I can try to play something over here, block it maybe in the future. But here, my move is quite obvious. I'm starting a new city. I'm closing off a line of attack, and then this city will still be alive no matter what. Either I get like a triangle with a road, which will create a huge threat, or, you know, it will be a ruin, but then my opponent is forced to add a point to my monastery, and there's still 2 tiles that fit over here. Also, it's extremely difficult to block it completely, because then you would need to spend the city tiles, and typically they are valuable elsewhere. And if I have my city blocked over here, well, I could still develop it into a ruin and sort of justify the loss of this meeple. And as for the blocked monastery, I could still block the red guy together with it. So that said, a phenomenal tile, 4 monasteries like this next to each other in a cluster, but 3 of them are mine, which is amazing. Now, this is also a fantastic tile for me, because my opponent can't do much at all. So I think he'll be forced to do either start a city over here in a subpar position, or waste a shielded tile on blocking. Yeah. Now, it is, I think, it is a good move. So what do I want to do? Do I want to just kiss goodbye to this meeple? No. Because I think ideally, like, I want to use a shieldless triangle over here, because it's not such a valuable tile. It adds 2 points to my monasteries. It frees up this guy. But I think I want to limit the blocking options, and at least if my opponent is to block my city permanently, then he would be forced to spend a good tile on that. And as for this square, it's not that vulnerable. It's not that easy to block. There will be more tiles that I can fit here. Alternative moves also involve this, but I'm not a huge fan of that, because again, it's the start of the game. There's still 3 tiles that fit here. So, hi Vika, hi Justin. Alright, people wishing me good luck, which is great, because last stream, everybody came and started rooting for my opponent, and so I lost. So this time maybe it won't be necessary. What do you mean? No, it will be necessary. Wishing me good luck will be necessary, but I meant, like, my loss won't be necessary. With this tile over here, I'm not a huge fan of this move here by red, actually, because it decreases the value of this city. Yeah, I think it's a misstep, actually, and I think the correct move for red was to break this city a little bit and put pressure on this square. Or if anything, just take this stuff and meeple the city. Actually, that would have been super annoying. So now we can take advantage of this misstep, I think, by maybe placing anything over here with tempo, like either a straight line, which sort of puts some pressure on this square, or just trying to connect to the city. Now, I think with this, we have only one move. Unfortunately, it sort of saves this square, but we kind of have to take 2 points, so it's not even a question, I think, where to place this move. Now, as for the next one, it's interesting, because we could either, like, take 2 points here or 2 points here. I think it's a very good move. Now, what is a way how we can try and... Of course, I could do this, which also gives me 2 points, but I don't want to pre-build a 2-point road for my opponent. I want to wait for a straight line, basically. And here, think we need to just ruin my opponent's prospects. And it's important that I turn this exactly this way, because now if a curve goes over here and my opponent needs another curve, then also there is an opportunity to have a 2-point road over here, which would create a new square to pressure this sensitive area. And it's important that we also don't leave a piece of road over here to prevent red from kind of looping the road like this. Yeah, so I think we have to go here now. Now, depending on where my opponent goes, yeah, so you see, that's why I think this was a bit of a misstep, because now red could have finished his city completely, but now red will maybe want to continue his city kind of slightly, and then I will always be able to attack it further. Now, the strongest move for... No, I don't even know if that's the strongest move or not. Yeah, I think red really missed a big opportunity to take this tile and put it over here. That would have been really uncomfortable for me. Because now, if red does the same thing with the city cap and sort of starts fighting for this city. Yeah, exactly. But now, I don't think I'm gonna do this, even though it's a complete legit move, actually. Just do that, equalize the road. I think I want to start putting some pressure here. And then also here it creates an attacking square, which I rather like. Well, I got a bit unlucky with the side, but it's fine. Yeah, that's, I guess, something like this could work, but I think, yeah, let's just equalize the road and forget about it. Oh, wow. Interesting. Well, I guess it does leave the 75% chance of this hole to be filled, so it does make sense from that perspective. But then, what do we do with this straight line is extremely unclear. Now, continuing my monastery like this would be a mistake. It absolutely would. Even though there's still 9 curves left. 9 curves. Surely in that situation, it's maybe not the worst idea, is it? And also the thing is, like, if my opponent gets it, maybe there's something how he could impede the development of these monasteries, I don't know. No, still, it's not the correct sequencing, but I need to think how to deploy this productively. I don't have a move. I don't know what to do here. Maybe let me know in the chat, even though there's a minute delay. Because the thing... Yeah, there are 9 curves my opponent could easily block. This would be a mistake. I think I could go here just to try and actually block this square so that my opponent cannot block this square completely. Even though it does sound a bit silly. I don't... That's a Zugzwang. That's unbelievable. Like, literally, wherever I put the road, if I do that without a meeple... Oh, maybe that's the answer. Maybe I have to deploy my last meeple. But that's so ugly. Why would I do that? And especially if there's a large number of road end tiles still. I think I have to play an ugly move like this. So the idea here is that it... but you see, now I got the tile that I needed. So red kind of needs to urgently start connecting to the city. Man, that was... I don't know. Let me know what you would have done. Because here's the... Oh, nice. The Ukrainian technique. So trying to impede the development of my monasteries. I mean, it's pretty good. But now I have a huge city ruin. And now the thing is, like, now this makes it a bit unfortunate, right? Because now there's no threat of closing that city, because this is just so easily blockable. Obviously, I didn't expect to get that fortunate to kind of draw this soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a 10-point city, though. 10-point city. It's a lot of points. Nice. Yeah, that's a good idea, I think. Now, of course, I get quite fortunate. I could either go straight away over here, but then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really want to share the points for this. And here, I still have 4 tiles that fit here. Only 2 tiles that are sort of good, because I want to be using the splitters elsewhere. But I think this is the correct move. And now I think red is forced to go to a 50 for a 50-50. Yeah, I mean, without this move over here, it would have been like it would have been a way to clean up the game completely. But the idea was that, like, I don't need to finish the city in order to win. I just kind of need to keep the points to myself and maybe just get back some of my meeples. Because these monasteries give a lot of points, and I want to keep the position closed. But the problem is, I could lose this game if... you see, not many city caps have been drawn, which means that many city caps will be drawn later, which can be used to start new fields. So I think here... can do... I don't want to really give points to my opponent. I think we have to do something like this. Nice. Oh yeah, oh, this move. Yeah, it's good, it's really good. Now the point, do I block myself? No, probably I don't. If my opponent wants to go for the 50-50, I'm gonna let him do it. This move doesn't really do much, actually, because he's still threatening to do the same thing. So if anything, I want to wait for a curve. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I want to wait for a curve. Wait, what? Which tile does it take away? It only takes away 2 city caps with a road. Like this. So if my opponent gets a starting tile, he cannot use this to block. But the thing is, my opponent's not waiting for a starting tile. He's waiting for one of the 4 triangles with the roads, trying to build up this stuff over here. So how do we plan this? I could either do this right now and then maybe start blocking this square altogether. Yeah, maybe that's the plan. Because there's still 5 straight lines and I can't use straight lines pretty much anywhere else. I could also go here and start an attack on this guy. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go here. And maybe try block this square in its entirety. Well, I guess now he has to block, right? Because otherwise I just win. Yeah, yeah. There's some potential to tie up this meeple to this and sort of block them that way, but if anything, it's pretty secure. So I wasn't sure if this move by me was the best, although it was quite difficult to deploy that. Now, there's a tricky situation here. I might go like this. Because actually, there's still 4 tiles that fit here, right? So eventually I will free up myself a meeple. And it does give me 3 points instead of 2. The question is, can my opponent utilize the extra meeple advantage now? I want to think, no? Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the 3 points. Because I still have tiles that fit here. And even though I'm not freeing up a meeple for myself, now, I mean, there's still four tiles that do that later, and then assuming that red can finish his city, I could even I will drop a farmer actually, as I finish this. Also, now red got a tile that I would have loved to have here, and if anything, I didn't completely explain the move. It's just so that I have the option of using a city cap like this, and this is a bit of a pre-block. And then if I keep drawing straight lines, which I don't have use for anywhere else, then I just put a straight line over here and a straight line over here to take away these triangle tiles from my opponent. But because my opponent has so many meeples and because there's so many city caps left, there are still ways how I can lose this game. Even though on the board I'm ahead by lots, sort of I have 23 monastery points and 12 city points. That's 35. Now this move is almost automatic. Unfortunately, I am leaving a juicy road for my opponent, but I cannot justify a last meeple over here just because it's so easily blockable. And then, if my opponent gets a curve, it's... Yeah, what if my opponent gets a curve? Oh yeah, so then he takes the 6-point road and restricts my city a little bit. Yeah, I don't quite know what to do with this tile that I have, but neither does my opponent, I think. Oh, like that, huh? Huh. Okay, it does make sense. You want to build up your ruin, sure. But what do I do? So I want to, like with any curve, I want to block this square, but not with this tile because it only helps my opponent. I could block one of the monastery spots. I mean, blocking the monastery spots is important with your meeple down. I could also go here and restrict the field. I could also start kind of tying this meeple together, but the problem is that this city would still be finishable. And the problem is if I go here, this city's still finishable. But then, what am I could just build up my own city, but then I risk not finishing it ever. And since there's still so many city caps remaining, I can get a meeple back pretty quickly. I think this is a bit too passive, because there's still one other monastery spots. We can't block them, we still gotta live with them. And also we have only 8 minutes for like 35 moves, but it's fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. So now red can choose between a range of rather attractive options. One is just simply blocking off 2 of my monasteries. Another is connecting to my city. And a third one is just blatantly starting this city, which is the option I'm most afraid of. The reason is because I'm ahead a lot in points. The last thing that I want to do is for my opponent to engage in risk, in a high risk behavior. Well, because then they could come back. Also, man, like I think in some situations, like that, huh? Well, then I think my move is pretty obvious. Yeah, here comes the monastery spot, which I didn't block, but it's fine. What are you gonna do? So red, I think, should place a monastery over here with the road facing that way. But I think a move that red might find tempting is just placing a monastery over here and dropping on the field. Yeah, I told you. But I think... but I wouldn't do that. And the reason is because with the monastery, red can still get his meeple back. Well, I guess no, it's a decent move because it's also creates a huge coin flip over here. Trying to really take advantage of the of his meeple advantage. But a move that I have to counter is this, and then I'll be able to get these meeples back in all likelihood. So there's still 4 tiles that fit over here. And there's a 96% chance of me, 94% chance of getting one of these tiles, and there's a 69% chance of me getting both of these tiles. In addition to 1 regular city cap, so this means I need to get sort of 2 out of 5, which is like 70-something%. Okay. Yeah, so we have to do this, because we can get this extra point later. And then I might even like go over here or something to restrict the potential even further. Yeah, you see, so I mean, I think this move is... Yeah, it will create this huge farm. It will make it almost impossible for me to fight for. And if anything, I think in this game I should just try and win without any farmers at all. Because like there's still these 23 points over here. There's the superior ruin. But there's the meeple disadvantage though. Also, man, if I wanted, like, there's a connection spot to the field. But obviously, I don't want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're not worried about this happening. We are worried about a city splitter, though, and a second farmer. But probably first I should take care about... Huh. I could actually drop a farmer here myself. And then sort of pre-connect... No. It's not how you play. It's just not the approach. And I think now maybe comes this in a second farmer. So although there is a extremely strong move, which I hope doesn't happen. Luckily it's not that. So I think Red had to take this ruin. Now, I could either start connecting to this ruin because it started looking pretty juicy. Or I could just grab this one, maybe? Ideally, I would want to do this with a triangle, but there's still many city caps. I'm creating a threat. It's 5 points already. I don't know. I rather like it. Yeah, let's just do this. Because the thing, there's still a 75% chance that something goes over here. So it's not well, first of all, I'm getting the 5 points anyway, right? And it also has a defensive function that my opponent does not go over here. And you see, this is brilliant, right? Because it's sort of it forced this defense, and then Red wasn't able to take this. So, but I can't take that because I need to get a meeple back with multiple points. And then there's still 4 tiles left that go over here. Well, yeah, okay, now I'm gonna lose one. It's fine. There's still 4 tiles that that go over here. And then I need to, and then my opponent has 1 blocking tile. Still, like, this sort of Ukrainian approach was a great idea, I think. It's... Yeah, here come the 4 points. I can't really do much about it. Ideally, I would want to start blocking this with a curve, but now I think I'm just gonna go here to limit this city quite a bit, and then let's say if my opponent... and take away a couple of tiles from this square. I think it's a good idea. Oh, I win a coin flip. Okay, that's super helpful. It's super helpful to get some tiles once in a while. Now, I could block here, but my opponent has 2 city splitters left, so there's just no point. And if anything, we just have to take the road points. Yeah, now here's the thing. It's like, as Red, you really want to go. You need the style in 2 places. I'm not sure what's the correct move here. Maybe you go here, you drop a second farmer. That could be painful. What am I supposed to do? Do I 7 points? Is it worth to start connecting to this ruin? Maybe. But I think I see a potentially better option. If anything, actually, I think the move that I do like is red going here and dropping another farmer in the middle. That's also works. But then now there are fewer tiles for red to get his meeple back. But yeah, so we should forget about this field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, assuming 6. Yeah, 18 cities for 2 meeples. We just need to connect them. And then I think I want to... There is no even point in restricting this field. So I think I'm just going to take 2 points and eliminate 2 monastery spots. Yeah, actually, now I rather like this move. So red is basically hoping for the second splitter. So now this is more the high risk stuff that red needs to win this. But now there aren't that many city caps remaining. So there's let's say there's 1 splitter. Assume red gets this. It's over here. If it's close to the end of the game, well, it actually could be quite damaging. If they drop a farmer, then they get a city cap over there. So don't get me wrong, there are plenty of ways I can lose this. Now, okay, we should think carefully here. I could just kiss the city goodbye, and I could do this. So this would take away a triangle from... Actually, this does seem pretty strong, right? On the other hand, adding 1 point to myself and then threatening my opponents, how bad can that be? But he has so many blocking tiles, and I'm closing off my city cap. But the thing is, now it doesn't matter that much because... because why exactly? I still feel like I feel like it's a good move just to... Yeah, okay, it's fine. Just to get that extra bit of equity, I think. Well, an alternative that I was considering was going somewhere here and then also meepling a city cap, trying to just be more aggressive with point scoring. Yep. It's also a good road. I could do this, but I'm kind of afraid that we're gonna run out at some point. Oh, maybe do I go here and just meeple the field? No. Plus 9, 16. This is, let's say, roughly equal. No, let's just go here. And now, on my next move, a block. So one of the reasons why I didn't do this, I just wanted to do with this city cap move first, is because there's still many curves remaining, and I can still do that a little bit later. And also because had my opponent drawn a more valuable tile, let's say a city cap with a crossroads, he would be forced to go here and not extract full value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Man, that's a good road. That's a really good road, meeple, actually. Recognizing that there's still room for this. Yeah, that's pretty smart, I'd have to say. so now what could Red do? Red could close off his city, which I think is decent. Or do this, which I also think is decent. A third option would be to just start a new city somewhere in his field. Also, like, oh, I shouldn't really be caring about meeples that much at this point. Yeah, because I have a lot of them. So if anything, it's almost like I should be playing a meeple every move, no? So I think if I get a triangle, I don't get my meeples back, but I rather put them over here. Oh, 1 minute. Oh. Okay, never mind. I just gotta stop talking and just like start doing stuff. Ah, no. Okay, now I could really lose. Now I could actually lose. Because like with the... I could just simply lose on time. Wow. Just no talking, no talking. Let's get one. Oh, okay, so I either get 1 point or get 2 meeples back. There's this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's still tiles. 1, 2. Okay, I don't have time to count points any further, I think. I think I'm just gonna get some meeples and then just try to brute force the last few moves. Yeah, it's pretty strong. Farmer? No farmer. Okay, so then I farmer. Actually, we have a full minute. It's not like that bad. We might even calculate all the tiles, but there is there is a city cap, at least one. Well, there are two because there's a starting tile. I think there's a starting tile in this. I think I should still be able to win, but I'm not sure at this point. I did waste a lot of time talking. Okay, it's... yeah, sure, whatever. Then I need to do this. Which is why I did not connect over here. Then I need to get 6 points over here. Yeah, and then he'll connect. I don't know. Well, what do we do here? I don't even know if I won. I may have lost. I don't think that's the case, though. Yeah, I think there's only 3 points, right? Do you see 4 points anywhere? Any dangling roads? Let's just take this 3-point field. I'm not sure if I won. Actually, I don't think that I did. Because that last monastery. You see, I think at some point I started kind of get a bit complacent and just sort of make moves that don't do much stuff. Oh, okay, I still win. But not by a lot. Not by a lot. It was pretty close. It was actually really, really close. So I think at the end, Red did just an absolutely amazing job of setting up for this monastery and making that comeback. But then on the other hand, I don't think I had an option to close off that move at any time. Maybe what I could have done is I could have placed, yes, instead of placing a farmer here, I should have placed a farmer here myself, because then either I connect through the monastery, or I take away the incentive from red to connect. So I did make a lot of imprecisions in time trouble, but overall, I think game strategy-wise, it was a decent win, and I chose correctly not to fight for the big field. Also, we managed to block this square and get some meeples back, which gave us actually quite a bit of points at the end. And then I think this ruin is won me the game, and that was red's chance to equalize, to try and actually place the meeple themselves. So it ended up giving me like 14 points. Alrighty, but now time to update the score and play the second game. So now we play black. I mean, we still play yellow in terms of meeples, but like black speaking chess terms because we're the second to move. Alright, score. Match score. At least we win a game today. That's something that has not been happening too often, unfortunately, in recent times. Alrighty, back to this. And now I'm gonna try and manage my time better, but on the other hand, I still wanna, comment properly. I don't know. Well, that's oh yeah. So far it's an obvious move. I'm continuing my own city, and also red had an obvious move that was pretty much the only choice. Now comes the first interesting situation. So yeah, of course, red had to do what red did, just eliminating this. But now I'm not sure. Is it the best to go over here? No, because then my opponent could draw one of those and then finish city and reconnect to mine. Going here is not ideal. Even though I'm putting pressure on red's tile, I'm opening up my city for connection. So starting a ring road is also not ideal because I'm leaving a juicy tile up for grabs. So if anything, I think the correct move is to take this juicy tile myself. Now, red, of course, should start to ring road and slightly impede my city, yeah? And now we should go here and try to pre-build a triangle. Not gonna lie, three shielded tiles at the start. It's not the worst. Not the worst run out. I mean, of course, nothing's over yet, right? I could just hit a dry spell and then my opponent could either block or connect to these cities. Yep. That makes sense. I could go here and just start a farmer and just start a field. To be honest, I feel like I'm in a position to do so. Or I could go here and I could also here and take away a road end. And also I'm 10 points behind. Okay, I'm gonna do this. There are some reasons for that. The main reasons are that this is the only road end tile. So I want to be taking away such opportunities from my opponent. So for example, if my opponent draws a triple city with a road, and then my ultimate plan is to like take a curve and curve that inwards and take away this whole 8-point road. So check this out. I don't know. He does something over here, then maybe I place a monastery, then he finishes his city, gets 8 more points, and then probably wins the game anyway, because I mean, you have to... Oh, like that, huh? Sure, sure. So now we get a decent move, finally. Actually, we could place a monastery over here. It's not the worst idea. It's pretty safe. Actually, it's really safe. It looks dangerous, but it's pretty much not blockable. I take a curve, put that over here. On the other hand, it's never a mistake to just control your opponent's meeples. And also, like, what do you do for red here? Maybe here, creating an attacking square. Maybe here, also creating another attacking square. Maybe here. Yep, that's decent. I could go over this, but it's actually not worth it. It would have been worth doing only if my city had a bit more points. Now, unfortunately, due to the run out, we kind of have to kiss goodbye to the idea of, you know, taking over this whole thing. But now there's a different idea. Is that we're going to get one more road tile and drop a farmer on our next move. Actually, we might as well drop a... No, we're not going to drop a farmer now. Uh-oh. Ay. So, it's clearly going to be a finished city. And another city. And then I need the same tile everywhere. Either to do something like this and protect myself, or to do something like this and protect this city. Even though some of the triangles have been used up, there's still a large number of them remaining. There are 6 triangles plus 1 triangle splitter. But it looks like it's set up to be not the easiest game. Even though I did get like a lot of nice tiles. It's not obvious exactly which move I would recommend for red. So for example, something like this with the red's tile. Yeah, sure, that makes sense, but then I can immediately block and that would be a problem. So I really think this is the best move for red. Going over here, meepling a new city cap, or even this little field. Creating another square for this play, and attacking square for this. But it looks like I'm gonna need to place here regardless. Oh, let's go! Okay, so now a change of plans. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna do this. I'm going to go here. And this leaves me 3 regular triangles and 1 splitter to finish this off. So I think it's, again, 94% chance we're gonna be good. The problem is, of course, is that I mean, still, I'm gonna be like 18 points down after this move. It's too many points. Like, I think here also what matters is not only which tiles I draw, but like when I draw them. Hi, Afonso. 18-0. But, you know, in Carcassonne, unlike, you know, football or something, it's not as tragic as score. And also, I don't have a move. Like, I think this is probably okay. It does take away some joining tiles from my opponent. And I'm also putting pressure on this square. This is slightly worse. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to do something like this. Yeah, because then like exactly. So I took away tile from my opponent. Maybe I don't know what red's gonna do actually. Maybe place somewhere here. No, but that would be a mistake. Maybe yeah. Red probably should go somewhere here. I will go here and think hard about dropping a farmer. I might. Actually, not only I might, I will. I'm a bit ahead on time, which is good to know. Okay, interesting move. I would have rather preferred, I think, just well, I mean, I like that red did that, but I think it was more ambitious to just add more points to that top city. Because they aren't blockable, ever. I have pretty much only one move. Yeah, and it's already time to start dropping farmers. Because this whole thing could connect. Well, first of all, like, red's going to drop a farmer anyway, so I want to anticipate that. Now, ideally, of course, I would want something like a triangle with the road to go here. But now, at least, we can hope for things. So I'm threatening with any crossroads to get my meeple back and trap this guy. So I think it's good to create that threat. Okay, well it's interesting. Now what does he do here if you're red? I would probably ignore this threat, to be honest. I could also just go here. Yeah, it's a good move by red. I could also go here, actually. And just threaten to finish this city. This is also okay, but I think winning a mini battle is not enough. Because I really have to come back in this game, right? Also, expanding my field is not worth it. There is a really, really limited number of tiles. So I guess like I'm really screwed if my opponent gets a triangle with a road. But anything short of that... Yeah, so that's also one of those interesting things. It's like, yeah, sure, you can equalize the city at the price of blocking your own guy. And I think I'm quite happy if that is what red chooses to do. So the question is, how do I win this game? I think the only way I can reasonably come back with a game is like either back-to-back monasteries, which looks increasingly less likely, or get a meeple advantage, develop a huge field, and hope that red fights back for the field. And also probably would need to draw one of my 94%er really early. Preferably before red does something like this and drops a farmer here to equalize. So yeah, timing will matter a lot in this game. But at least I'm the first on the field, and that kind of helps. But yeah. What's correct? I don't know what's correct. So red decides to take 3 points, limit my field, and be more risky and greedy, which I can always empathize with. But now I think I have to play something like this, even though I would have loved it to be a road end. We're gonna have a tiny meeple battle over here, 5 versus 1, and we sort of are gonna secure this city. At the same time, yeah, at the same time we're kind of making it impossible for myself to complete the city. Oh, like that, huh? I mean, it's a decent move. What I'm sure it's a good move. Now I could take this one, just hope with a 50%er, because the idea it's easily blockable, and then there's only there will be one tile left to finish it, and I guess it's not a situation where we want to be in. So I think we have to prevent a second farmer, and a way to do that is just to go here. On the other hand, maybe I did have to risk. I don't know. It does seem like the only reasonable move, and well, I have to do something, right? So it might as well just be continuing my city. Please, please go over here. Interestingly, I can actually equalize pretty quickly if I just get my meeples back. Here, and that's it. These are the 30 points, right? Because like this is 14, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. So that'll be like 20, 28, 29, plus the 4-point mini battle over here. So I'm have the potential to not be that far behind, and then would be okay. That's interesting. Yeah, sure. Actually, this is pretty good because like, so either I connect red to the field through this, or red builds around and connect like this. What I really wish I could draw is like the third city extender. Okay, now of course I think we have to put pressure on this guy. Yeah, and I'm gonna have one meeple fewer, so a decision to be made. Either we just equalize over here and try to do something like this. I could also try and say YOLO and try to build and complete a huge city and go like this. I'm really not sure which move is correct. In order to do something like this, there just seem to be not enough triangles, right? I would need to hoping for a triangle with the road, 1, 2, 3, city cap, and eventually I'll get attacked. This is pretty solid. I feel like this, though, is a good investment of a move. If red goes here and puts a farmer, I'll just scream. Like, there'll be such poor timing. But I still have to finish the city no matter what. And then find some way to win the field. Don't do it. Don't do it. You have to. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you have to meeple the. I think red had to meeple the field there. At least we get that sort of thing going for us. Yeah. It still looks like what I need is meeples, meeples, meeples. And also for red to not get a city splitter. The good news is that I did manage to get this guy out relatively early, and there's still 5 triangles remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this city's quite live. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if I get all 5 of them, I can just polish this up really, really neatly. But that would be really some wishful thinking. Also, I just realized that I think in my settings I put the chat as subscribers only. Well, that was by accident, but let's call it a serendipity, which means that in case if you're watching without subscription and you want to write something in the chat, that'll be a perfect opportunity for you to subscribe. This is strong. I like this move by red, by which I mean I don't like it because it's it makes things painful for me. But I think now, well, we have to make some kind of block, right? Starting a road here just seems a bit too frivolous. Even though I really do want to do that at some point. 4 points, it's a lot of points, and also it kind of it will create a it's pretty good, isn't it? The thing with this move is that I'm worried about something like... Actually, no, that's all right, because let's say if my opponent gets something like a triangle with a road and then he connects over here. I think that's good, because then if I get a city cap, then this will be pre-blocked. Yeah, I think I have to do that. Perfect. And then it becomes harder for red to do anything. So now I could either continue with the block, and then, oh, and then I could like start blocking over here, and then drop a farmer whilst I block this. But I think first we need to put some pressure on red here, and at the same time add one more point to my monastery. And given that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I could continue. I could finish my monastery and get a meeple back either through curve monastery, or curve straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So it's actually quite realistic now. Oh, look at that! The pre-block! The pre-block worked! And then there will be only one tile for red. Alright! This now is winnable. We just gotta win the field. And the way we do that, we take a straight line, our opponent doesn't get a defense, and we place a second straight line and drop a farmer and connect through here. Yeah, something like this. It could work. I guess sort of the field question is really the big one here, and it looks like there won't be an adequate compensation for it, unfortunately. I mean, there won't be an adequate compensation for the field available in the form of... Yeah, but I mean, that would require extreme luck with monasteries, though I just don't see that happening. But then if I will be roughly 12 points down for the price of 2 meeples, I could just get those 12 points elsewhere. Alright, see? Here comes the... Here now we finish the city. Oh, there's also one more field connection point. Duh. Alexey, what are you... Start seeing things. Yeah, I really wanted to fill in that square first. Now, this is a tough decision that I'm gonna have to make now. It's like, I think we gotta commit to a win condition, and the win conditions are either like you fight for the field and equalize it, or I go fieldless. So as for moves that I could be making, this works well, and then it creates a road here. This works well, but do I take 3 points or do I take a farmer? I really don't like to be eliminating a connection point for myself. Now that I think about this, I think it's time to grow up and make a move that does not take quick points. Because it just, this field connection is so organic. And it's already 6 points. So it has some insurance in it. Yeah, it's... and I'm still going to have the meeple advantage after this. Because if I take these 3 points for the road, then I pretty much say goodbye to this connection spot. Now, there is some scenario, there is a possibility for this connection to be blocked. I don't want for this to happen, but it could happen. Like, maybe for some of you this move is normal. You just don't know what kind of psychological barriers I needed to surmount in order to do this. Do you see? I said no, not only to road points, but 3 road points. It's like part of me is just writhing in agony now. But that's what's necessary in order to win. To sometimes say no to greed. You see, like, the bar for me is this low. I'm that greedy. Yeah, this is the scenario. Now, the next thing is this could be blocked. But still, like, probability-wise, it's a good move. You have to... this was necessary. I win a coin flip. This meeple is trapped here forever. Let's go. Ah, look at that. And what does poor red do? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. We gotta equalize the field somehow. It was 29-0 at one point, okay? And now we're down 1 point on the scoreboard, and it's winnable. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's decent, yeah. But you see, already we gained some points because of this. Because at least my opponent wasn't able to use a monastery productively. Now, I could also go extra greedy and start a city over here, but it maybe kind of game strategy-wise, this is not the best move. I could also maybe just start a 4-point road. I could go here. I could go here. So many options. But given that my opponent has what, meeple? And there's still triangles remaining. One of my alternative win conditions is to just try and finish this city. Like, why not? I think it's good. And also I have like... but look how many points my opponent is sacrificing. So it's already sacrificed 4 points. Like, that was already fully justified. And also here's the thing. So here's what I even don't mind if this gets blocked, because let's say my opponent puts a straight line, it will get blocked, and then I can drop a farmer here and connect like this and still preserve my little 6-point field. So it's actually it could really work out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there are not too many of these guys left. I could go here and try to prevent this block, but I don't think it's worth it because it doesn't fully prevent it, and there's still well, there's still ways to block this completely. Also, there are some interesting scenarios how you can kind of put a farmer here and then guarantee, well, with a different tile, and then guarantee a connection even if this gets blocked. Oh, now this would be interesting. Triangle, triangle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I would need to get 3. But now I just need to get a city cap, and there's plenty of those in 2 triangles. I think this is better, so I probably want to just break this city first. Yes, there's a city splitter, but I do feel like it's something that's quite decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm gonna secure myself the 70-something, 75% chance, plus the extra 4 road points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 2 straight lines remaining. Yes, trying to get back some points. I could... Okay, so actually, do I even need to save this? I think I do. One of the things I do not want to happen is to connect to the field and then my opponent to retake the field. But I'm the one with the meeple advantage, and I still have blocking prospect. I still have prospect to finish this city. I think it's a fair thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have to do this now? Because my opponent does have a splitter, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I could just tie up these two meeples together. Because I think now it's really a lot about meeples. Because that my meeple advantage, it will be pretty important. Because you see, there these two, I have 5, so I'm +3. So if anything, I'm at +2. This is equal 6, 4. I'm at +4 and a meeple now. So it's not that important for me to start a new city. So I can just go here, prevent a field connection. I don't need to place a meeple over here because all I need to do is take a triangle and then just tie up these together. I'm not even going to bother try finishing this city, I think. Then try to somehow block over here. Yeah, I think this is the move. Well, unfortunate, isn't it? Ha. Ouch. Now, what if he finishes his city now? That'll be something. The good news is that there's barely anything left that fits here. I could go like this, I could go like this. I could just take 2 points, maybe? Triangles. There's still... I could do this, actually. I think it's pretty decent. And then try finish this city. Man, it really gets real now. Man, I don't know what to do. So I could go here. But... but that's not how you finish cities, right? I think the way you finish cities is... Because there's still 2 triangles with a curve. And then if I get like one of those, I could create that threat. So I think breaking my opponent's city is the utmost priority here. So I'm going to do this first. Man, it's like, it never ends. And I think I'm okay with doing that because I am adding points to my opponent a lot. But... just because of my meeple advantage, I think I should be able to get some of those points back. And as soon as red continues his stuff over here, then I can use this to try and take over the field completely. So now I think I will be the one who will try to take over the field, even though... what? Even though red has a nice connection spot over here, but I think red will not have enough tiles. Well, theoretically, red will have enough tiles, but let's just connect to the field first. Man, now it's on. Oh no! Connection. There's a connection spot over here, and I can't use it. I can't use it. Oh, 5 minutes versus 1 minute. Okay, it's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because there's only one curve remaining. Actually, there's 0 straight lines remaining. Yeah. There's only. So actually, this connection is a trap. It's barely possible. There's only one tile that works over here. Okay, so if anything, I want my opponent to do that. Do I want to eliminate a field connection or just do want to go over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think, okay, so if I do this, man, it's a good tile though. No, I think I have to go here, yeah. It's problematic, and I think now I might do that thing. Is it justified? I'm not sure. There's one curve. It's not justified, actually. That would have been worth. That would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's two curvy things. There are two curvy things. One, two, three, four, 5. Because there are no crossroads. That's the problem of any kind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a second. Oh, there's still one triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there are 3 curves. And the field will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's worth it, no? Because then where's the reconnection spot? I do this, I connect. My opponent will have 48. And 2 meeples. It will be super close. I think I might finish my opponent's city. Or if I do this, well, will that even work? Will that even work? I'm not sure. What kind of city caps are there? 1, 2, 3. There's one regular city cap still left, so I can't do this. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 3 curve-like tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So if anything, this connection is almost guaranteed. All right, let's see if it works or not. Let's see if it works. And believe it or not, even this city is still alive somehow. Oh, this is unbelievable. So there's a city splitter. There's a triangle with the road. There's a city cap with a curve. I don't remember which kind. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are no triple cities. There. What else? I guess it must be just loads of city caps. So then this means that my city is live in multiple possible ways. Now the problem is that my opponent. So the move that my opponent should do is like go here, and then actually try to finish the city. Oh, then I will be really miserable. Oh, that's so smart. Because there is one of those, but then I'll be able to finish my city as well. Okay, so I think I still have to do this no matter what, right? And probably just meeple this. Unbelievable. I don't know. I did what I could. Man. Well, I guess I can technically still finish this city, but yeah, that's... Yeah, that was a really nice find for this field connection. Even though it was so blocked, it's unfortunate. And I don't think I could really do anything about this. This is pretty much meaningless. What else can we do? So there's a triangle with the roads. I can do this maybe. So there's a regular city cap, and what was the 1, 2? $12 also, actually. No, I don't think that's the best idea, right? Oh, did I miscount something? I don't think I did. Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh man. Red should have blocked me. Like I could have finished this. I was so close to finishing the city. Okay, I'm gonna lose this game, but at least this one was fun. Yes, there's the city finisher. Like it would have been fair that I get that city finisher because red didn't block me. Oh man. So then I would have had. Well, let's just count if that would have been enough. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I get 10 extra points. My opponent gets one more. So if the final tiles is if the final tile distribution works, if I was correct, then I would have. So it's a 9-point difference. Yeah, I would have won. So even with the last, okay, so I don't know, I'm quite happy with this one, what we did. So even before the last tile, like with this move, red gave me 50% chance instead of a 0 chance. So like really a lot of things had to happen in order for red to win. So first of all, this connection over here, that wasn't... yeah, Juliano's saying after 8 tries, referring to 8 previous games which we worked. But I don't know, I was actually probably, with this one, I'm happy more with how I played than the last one. Because last one, I don't remember what happened the last one. But yeah, but check this out. So I would have had 9 more points, and now we're at -6. So then I would have won this game by +3, I think. So yeah, this is extremely dangerous move here by red. This was a really good find because like red had to really risk hard, but even that the probability was really low because I had several blocking tiles in addition to just having this, and also in addition to blocking tiles, I could just kind of have also finish the city. So really, a lot of things had to happen. But well, it's 1-1, and all this means is that we get to play at least 4 games of Carcassonne instead of 3. So in that sense, everybody wins. Alrighty, let's just update the score. Whew. Okay. I think this one's pretty obvious. It's not bad to be the first one to draw the monastery. Elias is saying a while ago, I was watching Juliano's stream and the Football World Cup and the Catan World Championship, but now I came to say hi as well. Yes, that's the absolutely correct choice. You did good. I mean, why would you watch football? It's not even a board game. Like Catan, I would understand. It's a good thing to start a city over here. I will be able to build up the monastery a little bit later. It blocks the square for a blocking square for my monastery. It creates an attacking platform for this. So far, it's an even game. Now, okay, so let's go and have the... It's not quite the Ukrainian technique, but it's a related move. We try to impede the monastery's development by placing a triangle or a triple city next to your opponent's side. But this one went all well. Even though red managed to untangle pretty quickly, it's going to be all right, I think. Now we're just going to try and finish an 8-point city and get a bit of an advantage. Oh, we're not going to get an advantage because my opponent's going to take over this city. Well, that's unfortunate. I could do this, but it would be a waste of a move. So I think instead I have to go here and maybe like drop a farmer or something. It will be a big farm, especially if I get a city splitter. I'd very much like to get the second splitter. I don't want to be losing 2 games in a row. But by the way, also, that's one of the problems of going for the field win condition, is because this is exactly what happened. My opponent managed to equalize, and then because I was forced to finish a city, it's sort of didn't quite fully work out. I don't know. I think we did what we had to do. Yep, this goes here, of course. Yeah, I never want to go over here. I really, it doesn't feel like we had a lot of options there. Let's just get a meeple back or something. So if I manage to finish this city, we're right back there. Elias is saying football is a board game with no turns and really big board. Yeah, you could view it that way. That would be actually pretty cool. Like if Carcassonne was played like football, like if it didn't have any turns, you just like draw tiles, try to do it faster than your opponent, and place meeples, and then I don't know, like if you accidentally push your opponent, then I guess you break the rules. But yeah, it would be, you know, like how there's chess boxing. I don't know if there should be a Carcassonne equivalent to that. At least that would be a way how Carcassonne players can get some exercise. Unfortunately, red managed to find the best move. It's best for a variety of ways, but one, it's sort of just makes it a little bit harder for me with the road. I think, should we try and expand the field or not? Yeah, I feel like we should. Okay, we're back in the game. We're back in the game. There's the city. We're chilling. We're not in the game anymore. Okay, I'm trying to over dramatize stuff. So it does look like a case for another farmer. I guess here we wanted to prioritize blocking this city, but I actually want to go here first, and then because there will be different blocking tiles. Going here and like placing a farmer. Going here is pretty decent as well. We could just like win like this. Going here is also kind of alright with a farmer. But I think I just want to do this. Yeah, I know I'm finishing my opponent's stuff, but it's fine. It's fine because well, why it is so exactly. Oh yeah, because A was threatening to do that himself anyway. And now I am limiting my field, but I'm adding 1 point to creating a blocking platform. And if anything, this will be a city later, so the city will be worth at least 9 points, and 9 points is enough to justify a farmer. Yeah, look at that. Now red needs to put in some thought, at least, into this situation here. But yeah, I have no confidence about the strength of my moves here. And if anything, I might be playing a little fast and underestimating complex position. Quit making good moves. Well, actually, no, I think it was a slight misstep. I think the correct move was to do the same, but like start over here. Because now, first of all, I could just do this. I could just do this as well. 1, 2, 3. There's plenty of straight roads. Pre-build my monastery. Yeah, I quite like that, actually. The problem, of course, is that if I try to attack this, I'm also attacking my monastery. But it's not a problem. It's not a problem because if my opponent attacks my monastery, I re-attack Red City. And in any case, it looks like the game will be decided by whoever draws the monastery with the road first, because there's just so many good spots here and over here. And now it's a good question whether we put it like this, whether we want a monastery spot here or not. I would say that we don't, because I have a beautiful monastery spot over here anyway, and I place yeah. So we do this. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit dangerous, but it's fine. Okay, so now I go over here, and I definitely meeple this monastery, and like I pre-build, there's 5 tiles that fit here. Okay. This is so weird. Well, I did get the thing, which is pretty cool. We have a big field with 2 meeples. I have loads of monasteries. We have no meeples on the board, but hey, we have to do this. There's still many straight lines. And we get a meeple back on the very next turn. Oh, let's go. And I drew 5 out of 6 monasteries. It's like how... And... oh, red had to meeple this road. It's a huge road. Playing too fast. Now, if I meeple the road first, that's it. Well, you have to go here now, like red. You have to meeple this road, right? Yeah. Okay. So now we get this move. I don't think I should be meepling anything over here. I could also go like this. Yeah, so it's a good idea to sort of try growing our field. There are some threats there. I could remain meepleless for a long time, and if anything, having monasteries and fields can backfire. But the idea is that if my opponent does draw one of the 2 remaining tiles, then at least I will have a time to re-attack the city. Perfect timing! Well, you could say that. It's actually not quite perfect, because then, of course, red will go over here and start threatening my stuff. At least that's what red should be doing. Okay, I think that's a misstep. Red, of course, needs to close off this road first. Because I could... yeah, for example, if I want, I could just actually grab this road and reconnect. I might as well just do it. So... Okay. But now comes the problem that I do need the same type of stuff everywhere. And there are 4 road tiles only. So am I willing to commit my last meeple? Am I willing to commit my last meeple to just equalize the roads, which can later be taken over anyway? And if anything, actually, I'm not even sure I have to put this tile over here myself. Yeah, if any, yeah, it does seem like I need a meeple to protect the field as well. Because I haven't had quite a bit. I could do something like this to eliminate a connection spot. I could do this. I'm not sure what's the correct play. Something like this, something like this, something like... yeah, that's the problem when you don't have meeples. Let's see. Who says something interesting in the chat? Well, let's just actually think what's remaining and how we can set up things. So, well, they are triple cities I use for blocking. Triangles I use for blocking. City caps I use to drop on my fields and prevent field connections. Yeah, I don't have a better idea than this. So now, there is a specific move that red should be doing is actually finishing this row. Yeah, that's the one. That's unfortunate. So now I don't think I have an incentive to place a straight line over here. So now I guess we have to do something like this. Now what do we do? Do we start limiting field connections or something? I don't know. Yeah, let me know what you think about this move, because I'm really not sure about that at all. No, that's cool. That's cool. I think this could be a decent move, actually, to try and like block this guy. And I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, because now he's forced to go here. Yep. And now I can still sort of attack this. Now I put some pressure on this square. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, then you go here, of course. It is problematic a little bit. Yeah, it's now kind of harder to defend. I guess I can just take points. Because it is not easy to play with one meeple exactly. Fantastic tall for me. Let's see if... ooh, but I don't have a re-attack, and this is how I could lose. So I think in this case, because there's still a 75% chance, in terms of what it does for my win probability, it's better to do this rather than take 2 points. Oh, man. And now we're going to have to fight for the fields as well. I think I have to now do this. I don't think I can afford to take 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll probably have to go here. Okay, so we will just need to drop a third farmer somewhere. And I think then we're good. And I think I already know where exactly that's going to be. And I know that I'm not going to give my opponents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not going to give my opponent 4 points for a meeple, right? Just doesn't seem right. Because in this, oof, man, I mean, he's playing really well because he's like setting up these strong scoring opportunities. So yeah, it's a 50-50 shot. But no, it's a 75% chance. So this probably means that I cannot afford to drop an extra farmer. Yeah. So if anything, I kind of hope that my opponent does attack the field but is unsuccessful. And I think I should go here and try to connect to this guy, because it could be a 9-point field. And then it sort of makes it harder to connect to the field anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could go here as well. Actually, this is pretty good. This is a pretty good move as well. Trying to attack here. 1, 2. Yeah, but I think this is better. Okay, so this is not coming back. It's good to know. Ah. Yeah, that city, that's what's really problematic, I think. Maybe there was something I could have done, like I could have used this tile to start blocking it, but then it wouldn't be a complete block anyway, and then my opponent would have finished his city here. So it does feel like it was necessary. The correct move for red is, I think, to just take 3 points. So I hope that red does literally anything else. Unfortunately, my hopes are not justified. No, I should just connect here, I guess. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, there's only one tile that fits here anyway. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Although it's 9 points, it's a lot of points, man. 9, it's 27 points plus 22, 49. So I am actually ahead by quite a bit. So I don't know how much I should lament in my position here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here's the thing, like if I drop a third farmer, will that be enough for me to win? Maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. Yeah, let's just do this. And then I think we can kind of start already blocking off connection opportunities to the field. Or maybe like we can try and block this city or something. And I think if I'm lucky enough to draw the last tile that fits here, well, then I should be able to win regardless with just the monasteries. Ah, he's thinking whether to do this. He's thinking whether to do this. Okay. Like that, huh? Okay. So I think I should start blocking off connection opportunities. Or should I? Because I can always re-attack if they are. I think we should do a quick recount of tiles. So for example, city caps. There's one regular. There are no splitters. There 1, 2. No crossroad tiles. No starting tiles because I remember not tile. So wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we should do this. Okay, now we're in trouble. Or are we? Yeah, there is one more city cap that... I mean, I could have kind of placed it over here, but I just wanted to prevent my opponent from taking 4 quick points. So there will be one regular straight city cap left after this. What is the point count, though? Minus 32. Well, that's great. Not. The question is, can my opponent get 2 farmers in? I want to believe that the answer is no, but I don't know. Okay, one regular city cap, one triangle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, one curve. These all fit here. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One crossroads. That's 4 tiles. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 row tiles remaining. Oh, I mean, this one's going to be hard. So that's already 6. And what's the 7th one? 1, 2, 3. Triple city with a... No. Curve, triangle, city cap. Crossroads, line, line. What's the 7th tile? Because it has to... What am I missing? Okay, ordering. Minus 3 is out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are out. Triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I was correct. Well, the next one was extenders. All 3 are in the game. Did I miscount some of the city caps, maybe? The next were city caps. So 5 regular city caps. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then splitters all are in the game. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities with a curve are all in the game. As for crossroads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So crossroads. So one of the crossroads is in the deck. What else? Starting tiles, we counted them earlier. Oh, we miscounted the starting tiles, maybe? No, we didn't. Yeah, they were all out. I'm gonna trust my earlier self. I'm missing a tile. What's wrong with me? So we're done with city caps. Then come the row tiles. Maybe I miscounted the row tiles. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, so there's 2 regular roads. Maybe I miscounted the curves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 1 curve. I don't know. I thought one curve, 2 roads. That's 3. 1 crossroads. That's 4. 1 city cap. That's 5. 1 triangle. That's 6. Where's the 7th tile? I know it says 6 tiles remaining, but it should. Oh. Yeah, I'm silly. Yeah, 6. There's supposed to be 6. I didn't miscount anything. So, okay, so this is actually bad news for us. Because it means that red could really draw... well, basically red could connect to the field. if they so choose. And I would really not want for that to happen. So red decides to go for a fieldless win condition. I cannot block this guy, which is unfortunate. But then, okay, so we counted the tiles. We still have 10 minutes. We can count the points and see, like, what do we need to win. So minus 32. Then this is equal. In this mini battle, 4 versus 6 and plus 2, so minus 30. In this mini battle, it's 4 versus 16. 4 versus 16. So it's plus 12. So it means I'm minus 18. Then this is 5, so it's 13. No, it's 23. Then so this city is tied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 27. So actually I'm at plus 4, which is, well, nice to have. So, but do I try to go here? Do I try to connect to this? Yeah, actually, that's a good question. How do I win? Because maybe my 4 points are not going to be enough. So I was thinking of doing something like this, trying to like prevent a field connection or something. I should be winning if I get the city cap, and I should be losing if my opponent gets a city cap. So it doesn't seem to match her that much. If I go here, though, it's a connection that's pretty much almost guaranteed. So I get like 9 more points, which is pretty cool. But then this could get reconnected. Yeah, 9 more points is pretty nice. Or my opponent could get 9 more points. And now I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna do this. No, wait. I have 8 minutes. Come on. No. So of course in my next move I'm gonna try and block that thing with like any straight line or whatever. So I need it for that. If my opponent gets a curve or something, they could do that. Yeah, because the thing, if I do this, then sort of we need the same tile everywhere, right? And if I connect here, my opponent can meeple the road. Yeah, I think this is just marginally better, eliminating a big field connection point. Okay. So now it's the question of what do you do here? Did we even count the point correctly? Probably. 12, 14. I think so, yeah. And then it will be a question whether my opponent can or cannot meeple a city, meeple something for 4 points. There is an extremely strong move that red could do that could really screw me over. And this move is a defense of this tile. So this is one extremely strong move. Another extremely strong move is trying to connect to this field, which I think would also kind of screw me over quite a bit. and I would have very, very limited options of retaliation, basically. Whew, that's not it. That's not it. And they had to connect from below. Because now I think I can... There are 2 tiles that left here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can pretty much just bring the game to a coin flip if we want. And we might have to, right? Yeah, we might have to. We might really have to. Yeah, because let me... oh, so if you think about this, like if my opponent gets a city cap either gives him 7 points in a meeple back or just 9 points straight out. And then we're going to be at -5 immediately, right? I could just start grabbing roads, maybe. But I'm not sure if that's correct at all. So, yeah, 7 points in a meeple back. Because so the move that I do here is just I say that, okay, you now need the same tile everywhere, and if I get it, I win. Because if I do this, then it's 7 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's okay. So let me think about probabilities, right? Can I get better than 50? It does seem that blocking this doesn't do anything, because still my opponent has like 2 high impact tiles, so it's better to be 1 high impact tile. So I think I have to go here. I might consider meepling this road even. Yeah, I think I can even meeple this road. And if my opponent gets, so I'm +7, let's assume he's gonna get like a 4. Oof, 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 oof. And if I get that, because there's also not going to be anything interesting to meeple. If I get to connect this guy anyway, so I have a meeple-less move. Yeah, does that even give me the 50%? Because I do this, it's +7. So then my opponent gets to have +3. Then I have, or +2 even. And then they need to get 5. I think I have to meeple this. Well, I mean, I don't know if I have to, but because the idea here is that there won't be anything else left for me to meeple, pretty much. So I win the coin flip, which is great. So now I'm at +5. And now the remaining tiles are a straight line and the crossroads. And now the beauty of it, with this move, by bringing in the red meeple into the field, I get 3 extra points. So I will be now, I'm not going to recount. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, right? I will be now at, so I was at +5. I will be at +8. And then my opponent won't even be able, so if he gets a straight line, this is one of the reasons why I spent the last meeple. Because this would be the strongest move for red point-wise. Like this would get, 4 points for red, because it's +6 for this piece of road, and +2 points for my monasteries. But red would be giving me a meeple back. And this is actually one of the reasons in some situations you want to get rid of your last meeple to disincentivize red from giving you a meeple back. It's so cool. Yeah, because check this out. Like what's gonna happen now is if they have a straight line, they'll have 3 points, and if they have a crossroads, they will have 3 points. So we'll have 3 points instead of 4 either way. And also I placed the meeple here because I knew that I would have this meeple-less move, and I knew that if my opponent gets a city cap, I'll be losing anyway. So this is why I think in order to win, my opponent had to try to connect not through here, but through the bottom, because then he would have more winning tiles. Like he would have the straight line, the other straight line, the crossroads, and the city cap. So instead of having 1 winning tile, you would have 4. Like plus this would be almost unblockable. There would be only 1 blocking tile, and there would be the 3 points of compensation from this bottom. So now we're gonna do this. Yeah, and this is gonna be 3 points and 1 point. So we dodged a big one over here. And this is one of the super rare games. Like, I was supposed to lose this one. You know why? Because whenever one side tries to go both for monasteries and the field, typically that side loses because there's just too many meeples to control this. So what we managed to do is to practice some restraint with the field, control it with the minimum number of meeples, because now we're going to have a 27-point field with +1 majority. It's a meeple that's worth 27 points. It's huge. Plus, you know, the 3 monasteries. And yeah, so I was supposed to lose this one again, but then again you have to kind of really count out all the tiles and find this winning move at the bottom. Yeah, that, but 1 move earlier. And of course, and even though I won, like I still have to win the coin flip. So I should be at what? +7 +8 -2 +6. +6, and we even counted the point correctly. I mean, that was a hard one. Oh, let's go. Okay. Vika is asking, why should red care so much about giving you 2 meeples back? Because there's 1 tile remaining. Because I can use that meeple to score 3 more points, basically. And so then this means that, yeah, I know it's not such a big deal, but if red gets 4 points and I get 3 points, then red gets net 1 point. Oh, alrighty. Whew. You know what? I think I was talking for so much. I'm gonna grab some water real quick, and I hope that I'm not gonna, you know, the tournament game is going to still be there. All right, be back in like 30 seconds, I hope. Let's go. And let's update the score now in more of a pleasant way. Oh, and we get to start. And we get to start with a city cap. I mean, not... Wait, I have to update the score. Yeah. 2, 1. And then in this game, something good is going to happen either way. Either I win the game and then I win the match, which is good, or I lose the game and then this means that this match lasts for 1 game longer, and then you get to watch more Carcassonne, so it's win-win either way. Not sure what I should do here. Oh, no. Definitely not accidentally type stuff. Now, it's a very good position to be in. I could meeple the field, but I think city cap is more important. And also because this field is not completely closed. So let's say if red gets a road tile and like puts it somewhere here, meeples a field, then I get a road tile, meeple the field myself. But obviously now I get 2 monasteries, and unless this square gets blocked, which it won't, yeah, it looks like just a super fortunate start for me. I'm not gonna lie. It's like super efficient. So here's the thing, like red is going to place here, of course. Now I will have to decide as to how greedy I want to be. Whether I want to finish my own city or just connect to reds. And this just has to do with the game's long-term prospects, right? Because yeah, this could get blocked. Like if this get blocked, this would be unpleasant. But then maybe I can win too. Oh, okay, good. I think either way, I still prefer taking the cap that has more stuff in it, because then you would be forcing me to take a dilemma. So I think this is one of those moves where kind of red sees that I'm ahead, and red starts making riskier moves than they normally would. And I'm saying this not only because I drew the tile that I drew, but because there's still plenty of tile that fit in that square, and like red can still win. Because I got quite lucky with drawing my monasteries. I think what red got to do in that time is to try and develop a field with 2 meeples for 30 points, and then not with 3, just with 2. So that will be very hard to connect. But now, of course, we just get hit with the deck. Like, I really don't know if it's... Well, so probably what I should do is just, like, build those monasteries. Ooh. This. I like this. So, the idea is that I am controlling my opponent's road with this meeple. Even though it's worth only 2 points, the city, versus my opponent's road, I can still build it up. And also it limits the field quite severely. And it prevents my opponent from grabbing this city. Unfortunately, that's a good move. So then now I don't even necessarily know what to do. Well, something like this could be nice. Or I could just start a new city. I could just say, you know what, never mind. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I think right now I just want to block it probably. And I'm not sure if I want to waste a shield here. Also, I don't want to be building cities in my opponent fields. Although it does look good, like it fits here. Ah, never mind. Let's just do what I want to do. There are also a couple of other reasons. It's also further restricts the field. It's also creates an attacking threat. It's a good defensive move because it also expands the field as well. But now I think I have to do this. Try to limit this guy a little bit further. So I was thinking of continuing my city, but of course this is necessary. Even though it sort of allows this. Yeah, like it's a fantastic tile for Reds. Just to sort of get back from that situation unscathed, I think it's quite fortunate for them. This would be strong, wouldn't it? Just putting more pressure, maybe even meepling the road. Or just this. And also the thing, because it creates a double attack. Also, this is not bad. Just starting a road. But I think a double threat is... it has to be a good idea. Oh yeah, actually, there's a bit of a problem of expanding my opponent's field. So I'm not sure how huge of a fan am I. I could also go here. Yeah, also my next tile is not like particularly playable. This is okay, this is okay. Okay, sure, that works. Now what do I want to do? I probably want to do something like this at some point. Maybe now. I also want to do something like... No, I don't want to do something like that. I think I want to do this first. And then later... when I build this up, create the blocking threats. Because there's only one splitter remaining anyway. And if red gets the splitter and uses it here, I'm only happy. Yeah, now I could do this. But I think a stronger move is this, just threatening to finish a city, basically. I could go here. Actually, this is really strong. This is really strong. Instead of almost finishing a road, I could also go here as well. But I think I want to do this first to block off this cap, kind of, sort of. Yeah, precisely because of that. Now there are way fewer tiles that are suitable. Now I could do something completely. No, it's not good. What are you talking? Like I get an amazing tile that's worth at least 4 points, and the tile that I got now is probably game winning. Like we're not gonna get greedy. It's just important to get the meeple back, and that's it. Now, okay, here, what's the best way of doing things? This is not particularly threatened. Yeah, I could just get a... I'm not even getting meeple back immediately, actually. I could attack the field, but I'd rather my opponent invest the second meeple there. Actually, no, what am I doing? Why didn't I attack the field? It does seem like it's like more important than whatever I was doing now. Because now he's gonna just simply eliminate that. Yeah, sorry, that was... You see, that's what happens when you get complacent. I could lose this theoretically, actually. Because like if a splitter comes, then the field is big. And of course, we're going to try and put some pressure here. Oh, we could... I guess something like this makes sense. Oh yeah, so I'm just trying to like put more pressure on my opponent's squares, basically. But yeah, but the fact that I did not attack this field was really silly. Because like, even though, here's the thing, even though if my game strategy does not involve winning the field, it's still a good thing to attack it because I just have, it's still good use of a meeple because that forces my opponent to use another meeple themselves. And now I have to deal with that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm actually, I'm not like particularly ahead anymore. Well, okay, so the reason I'm dropping the field here it's still live, by the way. Yeah, it's so that like my opponent does something like this, and now this cap is closed, and now he's not gonna draw the city to his field, so it's sort of a damage control. I could go here, which would be amazing, because then my road would be live. I could go here as well. Or I could just take 3 points. But then why take 3 points when you can take just 2 points and then be okay with it? Yeah, because the thing, my opponent could still connect to this road. So it's not the wisest move. I think the best way is just to take 3 points, take a point scoring opportunity away from my opponent. Yeah, unfortunately, this could get close. I also don't really have a strong move here. Well, I do. Okay, yeah. So at least finally, now either red is getting a second meeple into the field, or or I am getting a meeple into the field. Yeah. Okay. At least there we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 21. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what else? What else? What else? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Let's just make sure that this doesn't get finished. Okay, so I could now let's think what to do here. Plus 23. We do have loads of meeples though, and red is getting unlucky because like this is stuck here for a long time. I could go. Is it important? Is it that important? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, maybe it is. Maybe it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna make a little bit of a weird move. So it's to limit my opponent's field by a lot. And also to make sure that that this city cap is not scored. 1, 2. And also, yeah, okay, so this is blocked, which is cool, but then I will just connect my opponent into the field. And here, I probably should just take 3 points. It's 3 because it's 1 point for the road and 2 points for the city, or I could just take 2 points here. Yeah, I think this is the move. And also now I'm kind of not worried about this anymore because there aren't any tiles remaining that fit over here. Limbo Man 1988 is asking when is the next big Carcassonne tournament, and I see there are some answers, but I have to say in April. Wait, I think April or May, is that when the World Championship, the World Team Carcassonne Online Championship, is due to start. Now I could go here, but I won't. Because I don't want to limit myself further here. So I guess I'll just join this guy into the field. And then rejoice in the fact that this field is actually quite closed. Now, I don't know what was the correct move here. Red could be frustrated with themselves about like not blocking this. No, but I think they got a point. Like they have to keep scoring stuff. Like they have to win. Well, they don't. I hope they won't, but they have to try and win somehow. Okay. How many city caps are there? Is it worth starting a city? It's a question that you should be asking yourself before starting. I see multiple. I see many. So it's a good idea to start a city, and this is the safest place. So even though it looks scary, there isn't anything that finishes this. So we're good. This 8-point road over here. Now, of course, we should try. Actually, should we? Because if we do this, then if my opponent gets like a curve, then it's blockable, right? No, we should anyway. Why not? And then we're just gonna start our own small field over here because there's still city caps. And this is why this move you have to do, but you never play that with a meeple because I have a city open anyway. But it's very, very difficult to recommend something for red here. Let's just do this. Yep, that's why I dropped the farmer, because I knew that there were many city caps remaining, and there's even one more splitter after that. So it's also it is actually it's super unlucky that red got his meeple stuff here. So red is getting really, really unlucky in this game. And also the start, my monasteries, there are just some games in Carcassonne that you just have to lose, and it's probably one of them. Okay, what would be the right move over here? Let's still try and play correctly, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so no, those 1, 2, 3. Yeah, nothing left. Wait. Oh, did I just take the last city cap? I think so. Yeah, because I remember there were many left, but they just ran out so quickly. So yeah, finally, red has his meeple back. But you know, I got so many of these straight lines before red. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So it is, in fact, I'd say, extremely unlucky. But we'll take it. If you remember, in the first game, there was also some variance at the end, shall we put it. Or not in the first game, but in the second game, which I lost. Now, let's still try and make correct moves. For that, we would need to double check the remaining tiles, which I should have done earlier. So no monasteries, no big cities. No... Oh, there is one simple crossroads. Not simple, but like one quadruple crossroads. What else? What else? An extender? Oh, no, it's over here. No triangles remaining. Did I miss a city cap again? No, I don't think so. I'm not going to recount them. I'm just going to look at the straight lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, there's no. Maybe there's a curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so there's a curve and a crossroads. Which means that it doesn't matter exactly what we do. Either way, we just both get 3 points. Yep, and I guess, I don't know. Do you have any roads? No, we don't have any 3-point roads, so we're gonna have to take a field over here. So yeah, I do think I got quite lucky in this game. I missed one chance to attack the field, even though it wasn't like fully necessary. What else? And I didn't really have to do much, just because I got the tiles were so good. Well, one thing is sort of one of the cases where you recognize that you don't fight for the field, because that's how you can actually ruin a game where you're massively ahead. Well, okay, so it seems like we won the match. Finally. By finally, because we lost 2 other streamers' matches, and this one wasn't easy at all. So the first game we won, the second game we lost at the very, very end game in a field fight. The third game we had to lose, actually. But Red had to, well, and also I got an important coin flip there. And the fifth game, well, the fourth game, well, I kind of sort of didn't have to play it because the tiles were just so good. Alrighty, I don't know. Let's see if you have any questions in the chat or not. If not, just gonna. yeah, what else? What else? Oh yeah, I mean we might have another streamers match in December. We'll see about that, and there are other Carcassonne things that are in the pipeline. The one thing that I will tell is that in 2 weeks' time, there's going to be a monthly Carcassonne with subscribers. So if you want to play me on stream, just stay tuned for not next Sunday, but this Sunday after that, which will be in early December.